This post contains spoilers for the Season 1 finale of The Rehearsal. What began as a silly, but extravagant way to rehearse everyday scenarios and confessions turned into a staggering morality tale, examining the uncomfortable truths of performance, media exploitation and child acting, and reshaping the very notion of fatherhood along the way. This is how The Rehearsal, Nathan Fielder's 6-episode odyssey pushing the boundaries of simulated life, came to an end in Friday night's strange and poetic finale. By the final scene, Fielder had not only thoroughly addressed critiques that his show was manipulative, but also dashed theories that the show was entirely staged. He also delved deeper into the experiment, driving his arc toward an unpredictable, but inevitable conclusion: Nathan Fielder is your daddy now. In the masterful finale, Fielder opens with the uncomfortable realization that Remy, one of the child actors hired to play 6-year-old Adam, had become too attached to him. Remy has an emotional meltdown when it's time to leave the house for good, continually referring to Fielder as his daddy. Remy's actual mother, Amber, later explains to Fielder that Remy's dad isn't part of their family, and, as she feared early on after signing her son up for the HBO series, Rehearsal. Suddenly, Fielder realizes his rehearsal had worked a little too well. He spends the rest of the episode trying to ease Remy out of this phase, reminding him that he's not his real father and that everything on the show is make-believe. It's hard to watch Fielder try and fail to convince this child, who has so deeply bought into the premise of the show. And unless Remy is the world's greatest actor, it seems like proof enough that the entire thing isn't staged. What on earth was I doing? Fielder later asks himself. Everything about this rehearsal felt so trivial now. Still, he continues with the project, moving on to an older version of Adam played by a boy named Liam. Compared to Remy, Liam is basically a world-weary professional, a natural-born actor who is well aware that he's on a TV show. But Fielder can't shake what happened with Remy. Instead of making a clean break, he dives deeper into the issue. He rewatches footage of key moments with Remy, examining where he could have loosened the emotional bond between them with forensic zeal. Maybe he should have been colder, more distant. Maybe he should have convinced Angela to stay, because having a fake mommy around would remind Remy that the show is fake. Fielder eventually reunites with the real Angela, apologizing for what he put her through. Maybe he should have hired an adult actor to play a child, ensuring he didn't mess with a young mind still wrapping itself around the concept of reality versus make-believe.